Welcome to my video channel. That's mystery. You have that book mystery. And I have 2 books. Mystery. Mystery, so cool book.
Sorry about that. My name is Jim. Welcome to my YouTube channel about books and reading and stuff. First, I'd like to say congratulations to Kate at Love Story because she has achieved her Goodreads goal of reading 100 books this year for the first time, and it's only November. I doubt I'll make it to my Goodreads target of 50 books. At the moment I'm on 37, but I want to tell you about the books that I've rated 5 stars so far. This year of the 37 I've rated 5 of them 5 stars. 3 of the books I rated 5 stars were by Charles Dickens. This was the first, Our Mutual Friend. This was recommended to me by Katie of Books and Things. Thank you, Katie, I enjoyed this read. Our Mutual Friend was Dickens' last completed novel. When he was involved in the Staplehurst rail crash, despite his injuries, he went back into the train carriage to rescue the manuscript for Our Mutual Friend. This was a fantastic book, wonderful characters like Jenny Wren, like Mr. Raya. Yeah, it was just a fantastic read. The second book I gave 5 stars to was David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Some regard this as his best novel. It's certainly his most autobiographical. It's also his longest novel. And it has some wonderful characters in. There's David Copperfield himself, who we see first as a schoolboy and eventually as an aspiring writer. We also have his friend at school, Steerforth, who he idolises but later realises isn't so good after all. There's also Tommy Traddles, there's Uriah Heep, there's Mr. Micawber. Mr. Micawber's always got this optimistic outlook on life, which doesn't play well with how his life has gone up to this date. It's a wonderful read. It's a good place to start with Dickens, either David Copperfield or Great Expectations or Christmas Carol. The third book I want to talk to you about is The Poisonous Pixie's second book of poetry, the lockdown edition. I love this book. It's a mixture of poetry and musings about the lockdown, about dating sites, about all sorts of things that are very contemporary. I feel a little strange giving this 5 stars because I'm not completely subjective. This is because I know the writer, Rachel. We were on a comedy course together about 12 years ago, but when I'm reading the book I can hear her narrating it in my mind, which makes it all the more interesting for me, but I think it's a great read for everybody. The fourth book I awarded 5 stars to was another Charles Dickens. This was Dombey and Son, which took me a couple of months to get through. I will link to the video where I review it in the box below. The final book I want to tell you about is The Keening by Margaret Pena. Again, like with The Poisonous Pixie's book of poetry, I'm not completely objective here because I've had interaction with the writer, Margaret Pena. She's a booktuber. She's commented on my videos, I've commented on her videos, but this is an incredible tale. It's the story of a family in the Highlands of Scotland on the island of Mull, and they're being cleared off their land by the laird and his men. This is the beginning of the 19th century in the 1820s, and they're forced off their land because the laird wants to farm sheep and wants to get rid of all the crofters on his land. The family meet many hardships. Their cottage is burnt down. They move first to Glasgow and then to Nova Scotia. If you're interested in the Highland clearances, or if you're interested in the early settlement of the east coast of Canada, this is a novel for you. It's very engrossing. The characters are very well drawn. You feel for them, you feel for their struggle. There's a family of 6, there's mother and father, and there's 4 children of different ages. There's Neil, who's about 19, there's Muine, there's Sheena, and Alistair, who's just 6. So it's a family history, and it's set in the background of the Highland clearances and immigration to Nova. The Keening is the first book in the Remnants series. I like it so much I bought the second one and I'm now reading that, called The Grasping Root, about the family's struggles in Nova Scotia. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw, you can like and subscribe below. You can also leave any comments below. I'll be interested to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
You're going to school today? School is good. School so good. That's book. So cool. You like this book? I like this book.